do you define information literacy?
I think it's when you're faced with a question or a situation that you need to kind of resolve. It's thinking about how you're going to get through that by looking for the right sort of information that's accurate, that tells you everything that you need to know, and that perhaps helps you to sort of get through, answer the question or get through the situation.
Do you think they actually know what it is?
Information literacy? I don't know. I don't care if I've actually gone and just asked a student, what does information literacy mean? What do you think?
What is information literacy?
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know.
Information literacy, I'd guess it was knowing how to find out information, maybe.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Honestly, don't know.
Knowing how, where and what to do with different sources of information. So where to find it, how to find it, and what to do with it once you found it and how to interpret it.
Information literacy, so stuff about how information is presented and stuff. It's a bit of a funny question. Okay. Ambiguous.
Ability to use IT, I would have thought anyway.
I really don't know actually. No, I don't know.
What do you think information literacy means?
I don't really know. I've not really been told anything about it much. I'm going to guess that it's something to do with the way that maybe you communicate information or the way that it's conveyed to you. But that's just a guess from the two different words basically, so I'm not really sure.
How do you as a librarian encourage information literacy?
What I try and do is if I know that a student has been given some information that would have helped them to, say, go and find, for example, a case in the library or on one of the databases, then what I try and do, I won't necessarily sort of tell them this is exactly where you go and find that case immediately. What I'll do is I'll try and get them to revisit the bits of information that I know they've already had that would help them to do that. This is quite hard actually, because, well, I think really even at level 1, I think students need to be able to get as far as this really. Whether most level 1 students might sort of see that themselves, I don't know. And then I think really sort of at levels 2 and 3, I think really it needs to be all the way across.
Does that have to be fixed?
I think so.
As a guess. This is just when you're looking for information, what the 7 stages are. Right. That looks fine at the end.
Yeah.
They do know a lot more than they realise, but they perhaps have just thought that it's a lot more complicated than it is. And they're not giving themselves enough credit for what they do already know.
After 8 students have completed our challenge, all of our first year students have had themselves in the bottom half of the information literacy Parthenon, and 1 student who does in second year has put herself in the top half. This is compared to the librarian's view that first year student should be able to organise, apply and communicate. The closest they feel they come is locate and access. The second year students, in the librarian's opinion, should be able to synthesise and create. According to our second year students, they're only able to compare and evaluate.